Hello everybody, my name is KartGaming and welcome to Stellaris! This has been a long time coming. I've been so excited for this for a few months now. It is a space strategy game made by the Masters of Strategy Paradox, the makers of such titles as Europa, Universalis and Victoria. They are the grandmasters of Grand Strategy, and I'm super excited to see what they've done with the space genre. We are going to jump in it. Welcome to the game. This is our civilization that we are going to be playing. I made it just for this. They're called the Draconic Crusade. They were inspired by my features in Baldur's Gate and such games. They are supposedly descended from the capital world of Torrell, which is where the Forgotten Realms take place. They are dragonkin. They're basically silver dragons. They are out to explore the stars. Now, every civilization has their own traits and ethics, so here's what the Draconic Crusade is all about. Their ethics, which is basically their governance. They are individualists, which will give them a bonus to energy, which is what everything needs to run, and they don't tolerate slaves very much. And their ethics, which is basically their worldview of the citizens, can vary 5% extra, basically. Doesn't really matter much, at least that I've found, but they're also fanatic militarists, which means they'll do a lot of more damage and are very warlike. Despite the traditional silver dragons being good-natured, they also like killing bad people, and they also like shiny things. So I thought that would fit pretty well with my playstyle in most games. Their traits, which is basically bonuses, are they're slow breeders, which means they will grow 15% slower. That is a negative trait. They're also solitary, which means they'll be unhappy if they're crowded on a planet. But in the plus side, they are very strong. Their army does 40% extra damage, and they get more minerals, which is one of the main resources in the game. Basically, the credit system. They also like tropical planets, which is what their home planet is, which means they will have bonuses on tropical islands mainly, but they can settle desert and continental. They don't do very well on arid and ocean planets. But I think we can research that up with the proper science. Let's begin. Here is our starting area of Torrell, our home planet. Let's see what we want to do with that. We have our governor, Xerax, who gives some bonuses right here. To start off, we probably want to set up our research though. We have 3 areas of research to contend with. We have physics, society, and engineering. Let's start with physics. Each of these areas have their own scientist assigned to them. Let's see what their specializations are before we start. We have Zaz, which is a researcher with the expertise in computing. So he'll gain plus 10% speed on computing type researches or sciences. Then we have Cabroxy. He has a point in maniacal research speed, so plus 5 flat percent boost. That's pretty good. And we have Cathiox, who gets a bonus to Voidcraft. That is actually a physics one, isn't it? Or maybe it isn't. No, it's not. So Voidcraft is space stations, basically. Let's start off with Zaz, though, in the physics department. These are the randomly generated options for this round. Once we learn one, we'll draw 3 new ones on a random deck, basically. So, we could start our research in energy capacity, which is basically the energy credits. And that will also unlock the power hub building that we can put down on our world, which will give us plus 10% to energy production on that world. That's pretty good. We could also build an orbital energy conversion, which will unlock the module solar panel network that is built on the planet as well, I think. Which will give us 3 energy credits per round. So basically this is our balance right now. We are +2, which means we gain 2 each month. We have +10 net positive in minerals and +3 in influence. Influence is used to do political stuff. So, we also have blue lasers, which is probably pretty good for a weapon. We might want to get the energy though. I do like this power hub. 10% extra energy credits. I think we shall build that. Also, it produces 3 energy per month. Build that. Or rather, research that. KartGaming. Your options are a colony ship and an edict, which is basically a policy for our planet. Planet-wide edict, which will give us +15% energy credits for 10 years. We also have orbital hydroponic farms and +10% naval capacity, which is basically this number right here, which is our fleet limit, basically. Anything above that will give us a penalty to our upkeep. So we want to get that, maybe. +10%, so +1.2. Maximum. I think we're gonna get that. We don't have a colony ship target just yet. We need to survey the remaining system and the neighboring systems before we do that. And Cathiox. You can do a mineral storage capacity. So the cap you see here on both of these, 2,500 on energy credits and 5,000 on minerals. So this one will up the mineral capacity. This one up the energy by 500. And it also unlocks the mining network too, which produces 3 energy or minerals each month. We also could unlock missile defense modules or a defense platform, which is a space station. I kind of want one of those because we are going to be a mighty civilization. We want to protect our region of space, which will be a problem depending on our starting position, which we are going to check out right now. This is our galaxy. It's kind of big. It might take us a while to dominate, rather. We have a decent starting position, unless there's like a civilization that spawned here. We can probably like hijack. If we can get this star, cap that off. These lines here are the hyperlane network. Any civilization has one type of 3 different traveling technologies, basically. Our civilization has hyperlane, which means they have to travel on these lanes, or hyperdrive rather. There's also a warp drive, which is slower, but they can crisscross without the hyperlanes rather. And then we have the wormhole, which I think they can basically go wherever they want, but I'm not sure exactly how that works. I haven't played around with that one. So this is our neck of the woods. We want to dominate as much as possible and try to find out friends and allies. So basically, bad civilizations I'm going to try to destroy. Good ones, try to make them our allies or vassals, rather, maybe. We'll see, depending on their level of technology and how much I like them. Also, let's head back to our star system. We have a construction ship, which builds mining platforms and such, as well as star bases. We have a science ship, which is used to explore the galaxy, which we are going to do now. I would like to set you with Sass as our captain. He doesn't have... oh, he has a trait. Anomaly discovery chance plus 10%. That's pretty good. Anomalies are random events that we can discover throughout the galaxy. I would like you to survey our local system first. He will go to all of the heavenly bodies here and check them out. That's great. and our construction ship is going to wait. So let's unpause. We are at normal speed right now. We all notice it ticks up right here. It's based on a monthly system, so this is all each day going, and at the 31st or 1st, we get another tick on all of these. We're gonna start off real slow so everyone can learn the basics. Maybe we'll speed up later on, but I kind of want to take it slow for a bit at least. Once our science ship can find something good, we are going to use our construction ship to exploit it. So this is our local area of influence. We can't do anything outside of these borders without colonizing it first. Once we have enough resources, we can actually build outposts. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Cancel that. But this construction ship can build outposts in stars we have explored, I think. Right? I think so. So like this one. Once we have enough influence and minerals, we can build a frontier outpost. But that isn't as good as a colony, which we'll have to research. Have you found anything? You have checked out these two, haven't found anything. Barren world. Hopefully we'll get something good in this system, so we can exploit it. There's typically like some minerals, maybe some energy to exploit. Then we have these numbers right here. This is our bonus to research speed. Basically, +5 means I'm gaining 5 in physics right now. If I increase that, our physics research will be faster. You'll notice if I check the research here, each of these take this much to explore, to research, to complete. So if I increase these will go faster. 240 is what we need to explore this. Alright. Have you found anything? No. Hopefully this one. I have a good feeling about this one. 88D2438. Yes, here we go. We have 2 minerals on that. So I want to build a mining station for 60 minerals. Exploit! And while we do that, let's check out our planets. We have these resources right now. We have 8 energy. We have 11 mineral from this planet. We can exploit it further by changing an edict or exploiting the surface. Each of these tiles is where I can build stuff. These ones have to be cleared out. And these ones, where you have a population, those can be exploited right now. These ones aren't populated right now, so it's no use doing anything on them right now. And you'll see behind some of these, there's a building already built. That's what we start off with. And if they are coupled with this main building right here, which is the planetary administration, they get a slight bonus to whatever they produce. You'll notice this little thing, adjacency effect. But that is already exploited by all of these 4. So we are going to build something else. We could do something on this mineral tile. It has both minerals and food, so we'll have to pick one. Unless we have a building that exploits both, which we don't. So I'm going to build a mining network 1. We can upgrade that later on when we get the mining network 2. But that will produce an extra 2 minerals. Get that. That will suppress the bonus to food production. To counteract that, food is useful for growing these pops. You'll see here, we have a pop growing. It's 6 out of 52. So in 52 days, I believe, right? He might be fully grown and ready for action, or is it months? It might be months. But this one is exploitable right now. So we are going to build a hydroponics farm to exploit the bonus right there. That should give us 4 food. Next up, we have the armies tab. This is our ground forces on this planet. So we could build a defense planet or a defense army or a assault army. Right now we're gonna leave it, but I will keep that in mind. We might wanna build something. Oh, we have found an anomaly over at Furkish. There is significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts almost look like writing. So we have a failure risk of 30% because my scientist right here is unskilled. I'm pausing because he's going away from the anomaly. That's bad. It is a level 1 anomaly and he's skill 1. So he has a 30% risk failure. If I fail, that might be bad. I could even get him killed. But we don't really have much an option right now. Research that, my good man. He should turn around now and head over there. Hopefully we can get something good from that. That is a random event. Sometimes you get quests, sometimes you get minerals or something like that, and sometimes you get research. It can be a lot of things. But we're gonna leave the armies tab right now and head to the spaceport. We already have a small military fleet right here in the First Star Hunters. We have 3 Corvettes, which is our starting fleet. I want to build another Corvette. Start off our fleet on a good note. So that takes 55 days to complete. That's good. We could also enact an edict over here to get a bonus. That costs a whopping 150 influence, which we don't have right now. So these will give us some bonuses to what we want, like building costs, migration traction, which is basically when we want to get more people to a planet, or maybe hemorrhage, or sort the hemorrhaging of ethics in a planet. Our construction ship is done with a mining station over here, so that is now exploitable. We have a plus 12 in minerals. That's good. Oh, the anomaly is finished. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Furkish. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult time of an alien mercenary. Alright, so we got plus 3 in social research for that. I'll take it. Oh yeah, that gave the planet, rather, the bonus of that. But now we have that to exploit. Complete. The spaceport has finished building our Corvette. That is good. I would like you to head over here once you can afford it, which is in a week, and build a research station, which is slightly different. It takes energy though. And if we build this, we'll have a negative energy surplus, which is bad. That will drain our energy. We are right now at a equivalent. Contact report remnants. The Draconic Crusade is abuzz with news of the alien remnants studied on Furkos, or whatever, what was it called? Furkish, by the Xenaxad, which is our science ship right here. These leavings are considered definite proof of an intelligent, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, but we are at least not the first to be so. Ominous. Setting the stage. So, in this game, in this map, there should be at least, I think I set it to 12 or something, empires. And there are also minor empires to be found. But there are like 10 or 12 major ones, so we are going to be very busy in this Let's Play. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it, and I hope I will too. I think I'm gonna go enjoy it pretty well. I've done some testing already, and I've been enjoying myself. We are now at a negative balance of energy credits because of something I built on Torrell, most likely. So, do we have any energy to exploit on Torrell? We can clear this one out for a cost of 37. Or we can hope for the best on our survey, hopefully we can find a energy deposit somewhere around here. The sun right here is our home solar system. Science Officer Sats has leveled up and gained the trait Expertise Materials. Yay! So each of these scientists, or rather personnel or whatever, we can have other types. I'll go into that later. They have 5 levels in total, and they get 1 or 2 skills as they level up. So we just got research speed materials plus 10%. That's not very handy for an explorer, but if I were to reassign her to research, that would be good for material studies. Keep going. Please find some energy for us. I think we're like minus point something. Let's see here. Minus 0.08. So it's not that horrible just yet. But I just hope one of these remaining planets here will give us some energy. We have 4 remaining bodies to check out. Maybe speed things up just a bit while we survey. Oh, I love this song. It's so good. It's so atmospheric. But while we do that, do we want to build any more ships? They cost minerals and time. I think we're gonna build another science ship actually, so we can speed up our surveying. 90. I'll take it. If we do that, we can send our survey ships in different parts of the galaxy, which will speed up our exploration. Alright, we have a... Ooh, hello. Habitable World Survey! We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Torrell. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. So this is a quest that we can start to find more habitable worlds. I would like to start that quest, thank you very much.
Situation log updated.
And we also found... Oh, we have surveyed our home system. Let's pause that. We have found another anomaly, but this one is level 3, and it has a whopping 55% skill or risk of failure, which I'm not really okay with. So I think we're gonna leave it be for now. Once Saz gets enough XP to level up, maybe we'll try that again. But for now, I would like to send Saz to the ICAD system, or Alcade, and survey that. I would also like to send the other science ship once it's done, which should be... That's Hydroponics. Here we go. It's about to be completed.
Construction complete.
The Cablarex. And Torrell has finished its construction queue. I will need to assign another scientist to this ship though. So, these are our leader screen. So these are our different roles in our empire. We can have a total of 10 leaders. I would like another scientist. These guys are busy doing their research, so we need to recruit another scientist. Hopefully we'll get something good. I generally want to check their traits when I decide who to check out. This guy has 10% research speed in particles. This one gets plus 15% experience. So does this one. So it's between these two. It's not the best trait, but I'll take it. This one is younger, which means basically once they get old, they can die. And they inevitably do. So I'm gonna pick Rekaxir, recruit him for 50 influence. He is going to man our new science vessel. And I would like to send him to explore the Nokam system. There we go. We have our starting situation going on. I hope you guys are excited because I am too. Let me know by hitting that like button, leaving a comment below, and subscribing if you haven't already. There's gonna be a lot of this game coming up this week, so I hope you guys are excited as I am. Share these videos around, it really helps out. Views are the most important thing, so I know what you guys want to see. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.